All right. It's been a minute. Might as well go over. Oh, yeah, everything's back together because I don't take videos every second that I do it. I just kind of do it and then just kind of update. So, car's back together. I've been driving it. I've put about 700 miles on this thing since I finished it. I wish I would have done maybe a little bit more documentation of as we're putting stuff together. But what I'll kind of go just over quick little update of what I did here. This is the flex sensor fit perfect. I love the way this is right here. So we're still getting this dialed in. I believe I am getting very close to getting the user parameters set up and get everything set to where this will read. It knows it's there. It's just not doing anything yet. So right now we're getting that set. I still need to get the pump in the back, but that's going to be at a later date. I think what we'll do is we're not going to do 100% E85. If, it gets to like half a tank or 3/4, I might splash in some E85 and get it to, like E30, E40. That pump isn't going to last forever if I just do straight E85 for its entire life, which I'd eventually like to put mostly E85 in this thing since we get it here substantially cheaper over normal, like 87. I know 87 is cheap, cheaper than premium this thing. It's normally $1. It's normally about $1 cheaper, anywhere from 80 cents to $1 cheaper than 87. So you can almost guess how much cheaper it is over premium. We're talking a lot more higher octane. Yes, it's going to go through more fuel, but in the long run, it's going to be much cheaper to still fill up more. It's still going to be cheaper because we're talking over premium. I think last time I filled up with premium, it was like $440 something, and E85 was like $260 or $270, somewhere around there. So substantially cheaper. But the heads are done. They were sent out to K-Tech. They milled those things to 30 thousandths. They've been ported. They're on here. The cam is in, sloppy stage 1. Everything's back together. I've already tuned this thing to about halfway. We're halfway done. I'm still doing MAF tuning. Once we get the MAF tuning done, we will turn the MAF off or fail the MAF, and then we'll do speed density and get our VE table set up a lot better than it is. Got the transmission tuned and everything like that. Had to make a couple adjustments based on the stock tune that I did. Once we ramped more power into this thing, it was starting to bounce off the limiter. Went and made some adjustments on that because obviously it's slinging up a lot faster in the RPM range, first, second, third. Got that thing super happy now. Shifts awesome. This thing moves. It's gotten to the point where the traction control is not really keeping up, so I need to figure that out. I know it's like, yeah, traction control, who needs it? It's nice to have, because when this thing gets sideways, especially like when you're traction control and it's trying to pull back, I think it's doing more harm than good. You might as well just turn it off at that point. So I understand that, but it's nice to have when it's working correctly. So we need to get that dialed in. We need to check if there's like a sensitivity set up on that. I need to start learning on that a lot more than it is. But this thing is working great. We got rid of the EGR is all deleted. The pump is out, and you get rid of that. The only thing we ran into is I think I got a squeaky tensioner on this thing. It's only at a certain RPM that it kind of makes that noise, and basically when you turn it off, it just, and it's not the fan, because I turn the fans on and turn them off with HP tuners. It doesn't do it. It's literally on cue that it does it. So I replaced every pulley other than the tensioner. I'll replace it. Otherwise, one of the pulleys that I replaced is already bad, but it's one of those things where it's like, so it's starting to get annoying, and it's getting cold out again because it goes hot, cold this time of year in Minnesota, where you can drive it. It's 80 degrees out and then it's snowing the next day. So we're doing that, but I'm going to keep working on tuning this thing. I would like to take a video maybe next time. I'm not going to guarantee it. I'm just going to say that I would like to do a video of me doing some tuning on this thing. I'm not a professional tuner. I know enough to get it going. I know enough to do my own stuff. But other than that, it's right now this thing runs great. It's on open loop 100%. I'm working on this thing. Had to put a new reluctor wheel on this. This needs to get out of here. I've been talking about that forever. But it's running on open loop right now. I'm getting to the point where I need to, I got the timing tables set up the way I want them. I'll probably do a couple more pulls. I need to do a lot of third gear pulls. It's really hard to do them without a dyno, because we're talking third gear pulls all the way up to that's fast. I mean, we're talking 160, 170 plus. That's ridiculous. I don't want to do it on the road. I'd rather do it on a dyno. So do the best I can. Most second gear, try to do some third gear stuff where we're really starting to load on, getting a better resolution through the tune or through the log. Sorry. But everything's good. This thing is, like I said, running phenomenal. My wife's already been driving it. We put 700 miles in this thing. It works great. So going to make a couple more adjustments on the MAF side of it. And then once we get all that stuff dialed in, like I said, we'll fail the MAF. And then we will go 100% on maps for basically, excuse me, especially speed density, get the VE stuff set up, the VE tables, get that all situated. And then I really need to work on the flex. I believe I know what's wrong with that. But I need to verify it. I have the user parameter set up with HP tuners. But I think there's something else missing. And if I did miss something, it's probably my own fault. So we'll get it figured out. It's something that we're not going to let that go away. It's going to be used. And I got it pinned correctly. I triple checked it. Pin 56. So blue. So yeah, that's what's going on here. I'm hoping to make another video. I'd like to make one, like I said, like doing like how I'm tuning this and everything like that. People can braid me in the comments. I don't give a shit about that. So, but yeah, it's running great. We'll get that situated. And then what I'd like to do is once everything's done, I know somebody that has a chassis dyno, but it's quite a far ways away. So it's one of those things where I could find somebody locally, but I'd rather, if I'm going to be in their area, I'm like, hey, by the way, are you going to be around? I'm just going to pop over kind of guy, which it's about 3 hours away from here. So it's going to be one of those things that if I'm in the area and he is too, and he's around on a weekend, it's like, hey, swing it over to the shop. We'll put it on the chassis down and we'll just run it and see what it does. So I'm not going to do any tuning with it there. I'll just kind of get a baseline if it's running great, and then I know what it's doing. But yeah, that's the update. This thing's running great. Awesome. Having fun with it. It moves. It's awesome. It's fun. So that's it. Later.